Oh, morning everybody, how we doing? We're underneath the vectra, sorry about the wind, I haven't got my microphone on, but never mind. We're going to be replacing a Lambda sensor because I had to replace the cat a couple of weeks ago on the vectra. As you can see, it's all nice and new because the other one decided to break right at that flexi there and make a hell of a racket. So, I'm going to change this front Lambda sensor because when I did fit the cat, I broke one of the Lambda sensors taking it out because they were pretty seized in, and I used a dummy or one from an Alpha 166 just to plug the hole, but the connectors are all incorrect, etc. So we've got the new one here, and we're going to fit it in so it can switch my engine light off. So I thought you'd bring you along, 'cause it's been a while since I've done a video because I haven't got a lot of time to do it much anymore. So sit back, watch and enjoy. I've got a proper Lambda sensor spanner. Yeah, so it shouldn't take too much getting out. So we're going the right way. Yeah, and what the Lambda sensors do is they measure oxygen flow in the exhaust, what called an oxygen sensor or Lambda sensor, etc, etc. I'm going to keep this one, put it back in its box, but essentially what it does is it measures the exhaust gases going over it, and if it was in a rich condition, for instance, such as when it was on choke, these will run at about 0.8 of a volt, and all they do is basically just monitor the fueling and all that kind of stuff. So if it's running a bit rich, obviously the voltages will increase in this, the ECU will pick it up and it will adjust the fuel trims to suit. That's pretty much all they do. So I've got the new one here, so we'll stick that over there. I'll get a little bit of what's that called? Sorry, a little bit of aluminium anti-seize or never sneeze, because this stuff is wicked, it gets everywhere. All I have to do is touch this in a minute, and 5 minutes later it'll be in your butt crack. I tell you, it's wicked stuff. So that just literally slides in there, like so. Come on, there we go. Yeah, the original cat that I took off of this, because as you know, a lot of you do kind of a lot of scrap cars and weighing in, etc. The original catalyst off this weighed in for £320. I was quite chuffed with that, considering this one only cost me 97. So in essence, it's kind of I've earned money by changing a defective part, which is don't happen very often, but we like wins like that. There we go. So the money that I've earned off of the exhaust, I'm going to put into the Jeep, because as many of you know, it's going to be the NEC Practical Classics restoration show in March. What's going on here? And I've been lucky enough to get a stand with my club, and there's been requests, can I take the Jeep? And I said yes, certainly. So the Jeep is going to be there, so I'm going to be doing some brake work and some detailing, etc. on the Jeep. So the money that I've earned off of this catalyst has paid for the parts for the Jeep, which is great. There we go, that's the Lambda sensor fitted. I shall now, bear with me a second, I'm going to fold these wires up the top, because this big long connector goes all the way to the top of the engine and connects in at the side by the cam belt cover, so bear with me a second. Oh, I'll come up here a moment. I'll show you what's going on. So yeah, it clips in. Where are we? Off the side of the exhaust down there. You can just see it. This comes all the way around. The wire's really long on this aftermarket one, so, and it just clips in up there. And yeah, so I'll have to work out a way to put that on, tie it up, so we can now give her a quick start up, see what happens. Actually, it has put the engine light on as well, so hopefully by the time I've done a drive cycle, it should go off. There we have it. So yeah, so I'm using the car every day. I've ordered some new Vauxhall badges for the wheels because when I jet washed it last week I blew them off. So yeah, not sounding too bad, sounds quite nice actually. This car's going to the festival in Exceptional as well. I ordered my tickets the other day. So it's all pretty good. Looking forward to this show season, it's going to be great. So I was very busy last year, and I'm hoping this year it's going to calm down a little bit so I can get some more shows under the belt. The Jeep's here. Been using it for a couple of days while been waiting for the Lambda sensor to come for the Vectra. She's running absolutely great. I have taken a plunge and I've ordered some new tyres for the Jeep. Yeah, they've still got plenty of tread on, but my are they cracking up well. So yeah, it's time for these to go, and it's a bit dangerous in the wet, so I've ordered the exact same ones, and yeah, I had to sit down a little bit once I paid the tyre bill for those, so they'll be here in a couple of weeks. The Granada I haven't really touched since last year, so I may do a startup video on that for you soon over the next couple of weeks. Granada's probably not going to be used much this year because it does need some suspension work, and I'm still tracking down some suspension some suspension arms and bushes and all that kind of stuff ready to go for it, because yeah, it's quite a massive job, and because I've had it so long, everything on the Granada is still original. All the bushes, ball joints, excuse the mess in here because I'm busy. I've got some bits and bobs here for the Granada ready to go. I've got some top and bottom arms, they're all going to be sent away, shot blasted and powder coated. So yeah, so I'm going to let this Lambda sensor warm up now and do a couple of little bits and bobs, and yeah, just thought I'd check in, do a quick job with you, and yeah, got any questions or anything, just ask them in the comments section, and I will see you soon. Take care.